Forgot to do my weekly update at the shop, so let's just go through it real quick. Nothing really major. If you notice, when I got back from the races, we were talking about putting the new skins on this Toro right here. You can see the new tires are on there. It's a little challenging. It's not that hard. Anybody can do it, but you got to make sure that you line everything back up. And I don't really have the right tools to do it with, but what I do is I take a block of wood and put it on one side of the hub and use a screwdriver to pry it on, up over the rim, and then repeat that process on the other side. You just have to be careful that the bearing hub is seated down on the flange inside and it doesn't move while you're putting it back together. And this same customer, you see that spool, he orders, these are the old tires that came off of it. You can see no tread. But he asked me to order him some trimmer line because he knows I can get it cheaper than what he can and get it a lot quicker. He uses 105. He runs still FS90 trimmers, but he likes the 105 versus the 095. So we got him that. I think my cost on this was about 20 bucks. It's not a bad deal. It's a good line. Anyway. And then, let's see, we got this FS90 came in. It needs a handle, but he don't want to replace it right away. But the primer bulb was bad on it. While it was here, I went ahead and changed the fuel line and the filter, because it hadn't been serviced since last year, so new spark plug, this, that, and the other. I was going to do the handle, but I didn't have one on hand, and he didn't want to do it, so anyway. Made a liar out of me. Pretty much rinse and repeat. Same thing on the steel blower. It's a BR430. Then while we're here on this Gravely right here to walk behind, this little it's a canister. It's a gas canister, but it was hanging loose. And this is what the in the parts diagram, that's what the factory says is the zip ties on there. So that was a quick, easy fix. Got that done. It's ready to go. Oh, and this little edger here, man, it's kind of cool. It's old school. It's an old snapper edger. Look, even the this is how old it is. They still recommended making a 32-to-1 mix on these, but it's got the old Tecumseh engine. This one's for you, Mick. Anyway, the carburetor was it was leaking gas out the air filter, so the needle and seat was stuck on the carburetor. That's all that was. So I took it apart, cleaned it up, put it through the ultrasonic. cleaned up all that, put everything in it, so it's good to go. But that's pretty much it. Still waiting on the PTO for that. Y'all saw me take apart this transmission the other day. Waiting on the internals for that. And snapper here. This is the bracket I was telling you guys about that was broke on the other one. This is the new bracket, but I'm still waiting on a pulley. The pulley's wore out here too. But so you see how when I said it was spot welded in, if you look back here on this side, so these welds had broken. So, and it's got threads go through here. So it's called a differential linkage bracket. And so if this thing just spins, you can never tighten it down. In other words, when you're using it, it forces play in. So we got that. And then guys, I want to ask you something. I've got this BR600 blower here. You know, you might have noticed in my other videos I talked about it a few times. I took it apart, rebuilt it, you know, put a new top end in it, everything. So the customer's got about a $257 bill. Well, he keeps him hauling around and putting me off and putting me off. And then he said he got rushed to the emergency room. And I don't doubt that. He probably did. But he said 3 days ago he was going to be released, but he would, you know, take care of it ASAP. And I hate to keep bugging him, you know, because if he's, you know, I don't know, he may have died or something. I hope not. But, you know, so I guess my next step is to, because I've had it for almost a month now. And I know I've got this sign that says, not responsible for items left over 30 days. And in my new waiver form that I have now, because so I won't be liable for any damage that I have everybody sign, you know, I have that included in that. But in his case, I don't have that included. I just have that sign posted. And in the state of Alabama, it's good as long as I can prove how long I've had it up. Fortunately, I have posted this sign before in some of my videos going back as far as probably 8 or 9 months. So, I mean, if push comes to shove, but for $257, you know, my question is, how long should I hold it? I mean, I you know, $257, that's with labor. I probably got about, I don't know, 150 in it, maybe 125 plus my time. I don't know. So, anyway, I'd like to get paid, fellas, so I can go have me some donuts at the Krispy Kreme. Anyway, oh, David, DNR, man, you doing good, brother. Keep it up. That bent blade, I sent you a picture of one I had from last year, but yeah. So, I hope you have fun on your vacation in Denver. And all you guys out there, man, keep liking my channel, keep supporting me. I'm going to try to keep doing the videos, and take care, everybody. Jungle Bob out.